Hey YouTube, this is my new version of my Evil Hero deck. What I did was I took all 6 of my hero decks apart because I'm getting ready to go to a Philadelphia regional this Saturday, and I'm trying to see if I'm able to at least make a decent playable deck to at least do well there. I'm not trying to worry about winning. I just want to see how far I can get. So the first deck I tackled today was my Evil Hero deck, which has been causing me the most problems because I don't have that many decent rock or fiend monsters to use. And I already know that the elemental hero version of it, with Lightning Golem and Wild Cyclone and all that, wouldn't do very well because the deck has to fuse to win. So a well-placed Christia or stuff like Fossil Dino Pack of Stuffalo would kind of shut the deck down. So what I did was just try to see if I can make a Rock and Fiend version that worked. Now, before I show off the deck, I'm gonna let y'all know. In all of my videos, in all of my deck videos, I will keep mentioning that I don't have money or decent trades to get the cards I need. I'm trying to do the best I can to make a decent deck to show you guys. So if y'all keep saying, why no Mirror Force, why no Solemn, why no Tour Guide, why no Tengu, why no Solemn Warning, why no Let's D presents, why no stuff like that, I don't have them and I can't afford to get it. So just bear with me, I'm trying the best I can here. I can't afford to get those top dollar cards, so I'm just working with what I have. Alright, this is what that looks like now after I made it. It's not gonna say it's great. It's probably crappy, but I don't know. I'm doing the best I can, so just bear with me. I use one Gorz. Let me sit down. I use Gorz. Of course, being the Evil Hero deck, he's a Fiend type monster. And he helps me get field presence. I get another token alongside him. He's a 2700 beat stick. I'm not sure y'all can see this very well. But he comes up fairly easy, and after he dies and serves his purpose, he can just become fusion material for Dark Gaia or Malicious Fiend. So I use one Gorz for that occasion. Well, he's limited to one anyway, so. Snipe Hunter. His effect to let me discard is what he's mostly in here for, and on the plus side, he lets me destroy a card on the field that is I don't roll a 1 or a 6. He helps fuel up for Mega Rock Dragon. He helps Stygian Street Patrol go in the gray area for his effect for later use. So he just pretty much helps suit up for everything else. One Evil Hero Infernal Gainer. He's in here to give my Fiend type monsters the attack twice ability so they can take out more monsters. I only use one of him. If I use 2 or more, he becomes cluttered and he becomes really useless. He's actually not very decent by himself when you run 3 or 2, so I just use 1 just in case I happen to get him. Mega Rock Dragon. For all those out there who don't know doesn't know what he does, I can banish any number of rock monsters to my graveyard to special summon him, and his original attack becomes 700 times the removed from play rock monsters. What Mega Rock Dragon is in here for is that, like I said, Power Giant and Snipe Hunter help fuel up for his summon, and then when Mega Rock Dragon gets summoned, he puts a lot of my rock monsters in the banish pile, and then when I play Return from a Different Dimension, it helps me go for that last ditch effort for a swing game, or I can massive XYZ summon to keep them from being banished again. Evil Hero Malicious Edge. Oh yeah, for all those people out there, I need 2 more of the Legendary Collection 2 Secret Rare ones. I need 3 Ultra Rare Legendary Collection 2 Element Hero Electrums. I need 1 more Super Rare Glow Neos, and that's about it. That's all I can think of at the moment. But Malicious Edge is in here so I can get access to Evil Hero Malicious Fiend. Also, he comes up with 1 tribute, so he's not that bad of a monster. He's a good beat stick for what he does, and he has piercing. Gigastone Omega. Gigastone Omega is like Gigantes, except for Gigastone only blows up my opponent's backfield if Gigastone was sent to the graveyard by a card effect. But he has to be face up on the field though. Now, what he's in here for is just like how Mega Rock Dragon's summon is set up through Snipe Hunter and Power Dragon and stuff like that. So is Gigastone Omega. So what I do is summon him. He gives me 2 banished monsters for Return from Different Dimension for later on, and as well as I Dark Fuse with him, being that he was sent to the graveyard by a card effect. Gigastone effect activates and bombs backfield. Now, since his effect activates immediately after Gaia's summon, there's not much you can really do to counter the backfill destruction except for start out road and stuff like that. Because because you'll be chaining to Omega defect, since the last thing to happen was the defect activating. So it's kind of like a Black Whirlwind and Blizzard of the Far North, how you can't repression them because the last thing to resolve was Black Whirlwind. Visor Shot. Visor Shot is actually a lot better than people assume him to be, or it to be. When he's summoned, he returns all set cards on the field to the owner's hands. Stygian Street Patrol allows me to special summon a Fiend type monster from my hand with 2,000 or less attack, and Visor Shot has 800. So he bypasses Bottomless, Trap Hole, stuff like that. So with Street Patrol, what I'm allowed to do is just immediately go for this guy, summon him to the field, and return all set cards to the hand, and then just go all out with whatever I can make. If Visor Shot is banished through Dark Calling, I can just return from a different dimension to go for that same last-ditch effort, return everything, swing for game. I use 2 Power Giants. Well, like I said, Power Giant is the one that helps fill up stuff in the graveyard. If I send a level 4 lower monster from my hand to the graveyard, I can special summon him, and his level is decreased by that monster I sent. And when he attacks, I take no effect damage. Power Giant is a decent attack. He's 2200. He's a rock, so he's good Dark Gaia material because he gives Dark Gaia at least a plus 2200. And if I send Stygian Street Patrol to the graveyard to special summon him, I can just banish Street Patrol to special summon something else. So and still have extra normal summon for that turn. The combo of this deck is strictly revolving around Power Giant and Stygian Street Patrol to get that field presence and swarm. So I'm not, like I said, just bear with me. I'm trying the best I can. I know this deck is not great and meta worthy, so a lot of people won't like it. So I don't give a damn anyway. So I'm just trying to do what I feel like is working. 2 Mephis, the Infernal General. He was actually a card I was looking for because of this deck. What he does is when he has piercing, he's 1 tribute, 1800 attack, right there. And when he inflicts battle damage, I can discard 1 card from my opponent's hand at random. Stygian Street Patrol can help me get him out immediately, and then thus going for the immediate hand control. And I noticed that when evil heroes have hand control, they can easily get over stuff because it limits my opponent's assets. So I put Mephis in here for that sole purpose. Now, I know Mephis is only 1800, so I'm going to see if I can find a way to change the deck later where I can get around stuff like Brush Rifle Seas, Ego Boost, or Shrinks. I use 3 Quackimiru Guardians. These, of course, y'all know that Quackimirus negate certain, like the rock ones have certain, sometimes they negate card effects. The Quackimiru Guardian is the one that negates monster effects. He's a level 4, 1900 rock, decent beat stick, so he's, of course, going to be in the deck. The only downside I don't like about him is that if I top deck him, he dies because I can't reveal a rock monster in my hand. So the only downside to the Quackimiru rock monsters in here is the fact that I don't have a hand that to become dead draws. So I'm trying to find better rock monsters. I'm trying to wait till Go Giant comes out. He's a level 4, 2000 attack rock. When he's normal summon, I can special summon another Go monster from my graveyard. So I can go get another Go Giant. So it's something to look into. I might try. I don't know if I already mentioned it, but Quackimiru Guardian negates monster effects. As I did. Oh well. 3 Quackimiru Sandmans. He has the same stats as Guardian, but this one negates traps. When I play Return from a different dimension. Sorry for the camera flicking. I can, if Sandman and Guardian are banished, I can fill the field up with them like very quickly, and then negate any any trap or monster effect y'all play. But what I usually try to do is get 2 of him, or just 1 Guardian and the rest of something else, so I can just follow up with negation and control. Alright, here's one of the key cards of the deck, Stygian Street Patrol. The one that I was telling y'all about. When he kills a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, my opponent takes 100 life points times the monster's level. If he's in the graveyard, I can banish him to special summon the 2000 or less attack fiend from my hand. So what I'll try to do is go for him in the graveyard as soon as possible, and then that's where he follows up by helping my other monsters come out quickly. Alright, my spells, like I said, people bear with me. I don't have those top tier, oh my gosh, must have staples. So I'm just using what cards I have at the moment. So just please understand what I'm trying to say here. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to post 2 videos in my description of a duel that my friend MarylandYugiohs was doing. So I want to help him out, get some more views, so do check him out. Anyways, I got 1 card destruction, a staple. It's a good first turn hand knockout. Helps you draw cards that you need, and out of replacing the cards you don't need. Dark Hole, everyone knows, staple, field cleaner. Monster Reborn, staple. Heavy Storm, staple. I use 2 Dart Fusions. I need 1 more ultra rare Dart Fusion. If anyone has that, let me know. We'll trade. Dart Fusion is for any Fiend type fusion monster, and it grants that monster immunity to cards that target that my opponent controls. So it helps Dark Gaia come out with that, quick and slice. That's a nice attitude, Sorry for the joke, but trying to think of something. Use 3 Dark Callings. Dark Calling is pretty much like a Miracle Fusion for Evil Heroes that first fuses from the hand and graveyard and banishes the monsters. It doesn't grant that immunity like Dark Fusion does, though. Alright, 3 MSTs, staples. Backfield cleanup, take care of annoying problem cards, chainable. Torrential Tree, staple. Return from a different dimension. It helps me, like I said, flood the field with monsters, potentially probably Sandman, Biter, Shock, and Guardian, so I can return set cards or negate traps and monster effects. It also helps me goes into quick XYZ summons for that last ditch to try to win thing. Geometry is actually in here because Dark Gaia switches all monsters my opponent controls to face-up attack position and negate slip effects when he does that. And since the Geometrios have 0 attack, Dark Gaia is pretty much inflicting his whole attack to my opponent's life points. And then they take an extra 300. So it helps lock up their field at the same time while helping me win faster. 2 Call to Haunted, staples. No need to go into further detail. And my draw cards that I have, I know it's not that great, but it's all I really have at the moment that's I can think of that's good. Is 3 Reckless Greeds. Draw 2, get 2 standby phases. And that's it for the Evil Hero deck. And this is my extra deck. I use 3 Evil Hero Malicious Fiends. Let me get the camera on there. What Malicious Fiend does is the fusion of Evil Hero Malicious Edge and a level 6 or higher Fiend monster. When he comes out during my opponent's battle phase, if they enter their battle phase, if my opponent goes into their battle phase, all of their monsters are become face up attack position, and they have to attack this card that battle phase. Now, what people will do, which is why I don't use them very much, is the fact that they'll recall their battle phase and be like, oh, what does that thing do? Did I read it? They'll be like, oh, never mind, I don't attack it. So that's why you don't really see me use this thing a lot. But if I can go to regional, only if this deck, once I test it at my locals, does good, better than all the other ones I'm going to make, I can guarantee you that people will probably mess up and not read this and run into it. It's a 3500 beat stick fire hero, so it's good actually, but I hate when people recall their stuff. Of course, the main badass of the deck is Evil Hero Evil Hero Dark Gaia. I need 2 more of the Legendary Collection 2 super rares, so if you have those, let me know. Dark Gaia's attack is equal to the 2 monsters that made him. When he declares an attack, I can choose to switch all your monsters to face-up attack position, and their flip effects are not activated at the time. So he's pretty much just a crusher of the deck. My XYZs of choice would be Wind Up Zenmeister. Once again, I don't have that many cards, like I said. So I don't have many rank 4s, really. The only rank 4s I have is Zenmeister and Utopia and Luminite. So that's the only choices I have. I use 3 Wind Up Zenmeisters. If I decide to use Morphing Jar in this deck, Zenmeister can help reuse Morphing Jar's effect for the secondary. My deck can have a secondary chance of winning to where it mills, and I can keep drawing. Number 10 Illuminate, draw power. Also controls what I put in the graveyard, so I can set up for a Mega Rock, Gigastone Omega, or Stygian Street Patrol. And number 39 Utopia, staple XYZ, negates attacks. The only downside to him is if he has no materials, he auto dies upon being selected as a target, and your opponent can replay. Well, everybody, that's the new version of my Evil Hero deck that I have at the moment, and I hope to make it better as time goes on. I hope I can get some money or get a job or at least something to keep myself in the game and get new stuff. So comment, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Remember, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be having a lot of these videos. So keep subscribing, bring your friends by, tell them about me, spread the word, and hopefully I'll get at least 300 subscribers, which I'm hoping for. Alright guys, peace.